Oh. Well, this is going to be an interesting topic. We're going to be playing, but at the same time, just having random conversations about, ow. We're having conversations about ABDL, which is adult baby diaper lover, sex. We're going to be talking about that. So this is 18 plus. If you're not 18 plus, please don't watch my content. Please and thank you only. And you have to be 18 plus. So thanks. And also talking about DDLG, which is Daddy Dom Little Girl Couple Dynamic Relationship. Also a kink 18 plus lifestyle to live. And we're also talking about age regression, which has nothing to do with ABDL, but there are some similarities which me and her will talk about. So we're not going to be arguing. I'm just letting people know because I know people like to have conflict over this bullshit. No, we're just going to agree to disagree because at the end of the day, we're still both two adults and we just live our lifestyle different. Doesn't make it any less or better because we still care about each other. We just choose to live our lifestyle differently. So I'm going to let her talk first about why she likes her age regression or little space and what she likes about being an adult baby girl, and the pros and cons. And when she's done, then I'll compare notes and talk about what I like about it.
So what I told my friend Emma here is when I feel like going into a little space, like a little kid again, and good memories from my childhood, that's what I like to replicate, which means I feel like when I'm little, I do it to get away from the grown-up world. And what I mean by that is, I mean all of it. Sex, bills, all kinds of stuff that the big world has for adults. I just go back to being little in my mind. So that's the way little space is for me. When I do get into little space, and I have other different categories I am too as an adult, as far as witchcraft and all that, and being towards the vampire cult kind of. I got a lot of rounds about me personality, I guess you'd say. But yeah, so that's how I look at it. I mean, other people might have difference in looking at it, but that's my thing. Basically, just to be little and not be in the adult world and have to do adult things.
Well, if you want to touch on what we talked about when I said save that for the video about diapers changing mommy, having a mommy or a daddy.
Yes, so I also feel I haven't got to that point yet, but for people who do, I mean, just for what I would do if I do decide to do that and go pee in a diaper, let's just say, I would feel better to have a mommy because I feel like they, they have the same thing and they're not looking at you in a sexual way. Where if I had a daddy, unless he's gay, they'll be looking at you. Maybe I would feel maybe uncomfortable about having the other sex change me and do that. That's how I would feel.
And mind you, we're talking about adults in diapers.
Yeah.
We're not talking about literally
little kids.
No,
not at all.
We're talking about us as 18 plus living this adult baby lifestyle.
Right.
So that's how she feels.
Yeah.
You want to keep? I don't know what else.
That's basically it. All my little is inside me is my little me from your memories of what I used to love and do, and that's where I go to when I go into little space. That's like my ultimate view.
You can show me your doll you got.
Yeah,
she got her mommy.
I got a new doll today. Her name is Pocahontas. I'm sure you guys know who she is. My mom was a practicing Native American with the Great Spirit, and she has recently passed away. So I bought this doll in honor of her, in doll form to have her to bring to my when I want to play or little space.
Hello.
So yep, that's why I did it.
I'll move this a little closer.
Okay.
So they can hear both of us talking.
Yeah.
dun, dun. Now we can see comments and reading, all that jazz. Oh, it didn't fall. It's crooked.
So I think she is more into the little space a lot more than I am, obviously, because I'm more into like goth kind of Renaissance, vampire kind of look. As you can see me wearing black most of the time and all that. But I do like to nurture my little self inside sometimes, and that's what I have already discussed that I like to do. So now, what you like to do? What you think on
I like to live the adult baby lifestyle. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to fix my shorts.
She's got a cute outfit on, by the way.
Yeah, I'm basically wearing pajama shorts, tie dye. These are my mother's actually, and my exhausted T-shirt. Extremely exhausted Care Bear. I guess for me, living as an adult baby, I sometimes choose to make it sexual because I'm in a relationship with someone who's understanding and is sexual with me. But I do comprehend and I do respect and I totally comprehend and get making it non-sexual, like especially with the age regression community. I totally get what she was saying, and other YouTubers that I have talked to. Check out my lives and my playlist for those topics. But I get it, and sometimes like I don't be intimate with my daddy. Sometimes I'll just be little, and he'll be playing his little Dragon Ball Z video games, and I'll be in my little what's called imaginary makeshift room at his house. He'll tack a sheet up for me, so it's like a little bit of a privacy barrier. Not that I'm doing nothing wrong. I'll sit on the couch in the living room / bedroom. It's like a studio, and I'll watch Thomas the Train on my phone. I'll eat Reese's Puff cereal, and I'll just zone out for an hour and a half, have my time, and he'll just check on me, make sure I'm safe, and I'm only literally a couple feet from him. So I have experienced that part of non-sexual ABDL / age regression. But age regression is also, I think, a therapeutic way of coping mechanism for PTSD, CPD, and trauma. And I think a lot of people who are into age regression, majority of us, speaking for myself, have a mental disorder or have had past trauma, whether you want to rekindle your childhood and make it better, or whether you want to replace bad memories with good memories. Been there, done that.
That's a good one.
What else? I'm on a roll here with no butter. Let's see. I've experienced both too. Ugh, what are people saying? Hold on, guys. It's hard for me to. Yes, diapers are fun too. I have a whole bunch sitting right there, right over there. My diapers are. So I think living both lifestyles are different and fun, and I guess for me being an adult baby, now adult baby is different than diaper lover. They are two separate category kinks meshed into one. ABDL, adult, is the first word. Let's break down the letters real quick because I always have to do this because people want to jump to conclusions about sex offenders, pedophiles, and rapists, which is stupid. Adult is the first letter of adult, A. B, baby, adult, baby. ABD, diaper, ABD, and then L for lover. I rather say like than lover, but okay, to each their own with words. So adult, baby, diaper lover is an 18 plus kink. It is also a lifestyle without making it a sexual fetish kink. Now, yes, if you Google ABDL, comes up as a broad spectrum of a kink, but it also comes up as a lifestyle for coping mechanisms for mental health and autism. That is true. And it also comes up as a coping mechanism for people who are, I don't like saying the R word, but handicapped, slow, disabled, mentally disabled, physically disabled. Yes, and physically challenged. That is the most better word I can use. They are also adult babies. The only difference between them and me, let's just say, is that we choose voluntarily or involuntarily to regress in a younger mindset, why they are born or have a mental disability or a brain something wrong with the brain chemistry to go that direction. Now, yes, I have involuntarily played at the same time. Sometimes I'll play at my Barbie house and be in baby mode, like, oh, I'm gonna put Daddy in the kitchen, I'm gonna cook dinner, and I have dolls that resemble me and Daddy, so I play with us in the dollhouse, which is kind of funny, but that's what I like to do. And what else do I want to touch? Oh, so being intimate also. I don't mind it. I've done both. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been intimate being an adult baby girl. I've been more, I guess you could say, plain vanilla adult. But when I'm in my little space, he'll push me on a swing, take me to the park. He'll make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. He'll let me watch baby stuff in the little living room and him do his adult thing and watch his little nerdy Dragon Ball Z stuff. And we have our adult time, but separate time, but we're still in the same kind of room, enjoying each other's company, but having separate time, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
enjoying each other's company, but having separate tasks or time.
Yeah.
Um,
See, for me too, I don't know how it feels for everybody else, but I can go into a little space at any time. I don't need to have things or like toys or any kind of, yeah, it can, but like toys and all that kind of stuff, when I want to go into little things, like when I know I'm coming to play with you, I'm like, oh boy, we got the house and Barbie's lit. That's fine. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't have to have that around to go into little space. Like, say, if I feel like I need to nurture myself somehow, I'll go do something like, you know, just say I was outside. Okay, I want to be little for now. Pick up sticks and play with them, throw pine cones and stuff like that. You know, for me, it's like I can turn into it without having to have the stuff, proper stuff there. And I think it's just because, like I said before, like when my grandmother used to give me a bowl and put some goldfish in it. Sometimes I could just do that and watch a movie, and I'm in little space because that memory is circulating in my head.
Nostalgic. You're having a nostalgic feeling.
So that's what I actually like to connect my little space to my fond memories, the ones that I do have. I like to connect those because I feel like that was me when I was little, and that's who I am now. But I'm just turning to nurture my inner self. And mind you, I don't think you always have to call yourself a little to nurture your inner self. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. And sometimes you could, you could be a little bit more on the playful side, and sometimes you can say, "Well, let me go get a tattoo. I'm doing something I like that running through me too." Like but yeah. So I really.
No, you're getting your part, and that's really nice. I think people need to hear two different sides of the fence of our community and the differences and the colloquial visions and differences between them.
Yep.
What else to say? I don't know if anyone else has questions for her or myself.
Yeah. But don't mind me. I'm not used to being on camera. I'm getting used to it.
She's getting better.
The other ones you do that I just know is rolling and I'm playing, so I'm not watching it. So I don't know. I feel weird on camera. You ever get, you're
I'm used to it. I'm a YouTuber. It doesn't bother me.
You could be in front of a camera. It doesn't even bother me.
I don't give a shit. So, I guess I was talking about the positive things about age regression versus ABDL. Like, my diapers are over there. I haven't been wearing them in a couple of days. One, it's too hot. That's the main reason why.
Yeah, they get diaper rash.
That, and I sweat more, and I'm chunky. I'm heavy. So, I wear them when I'm going to school, and if I'm on a longer bus ride, if I can remember. Now, remember, I had dissociative identity disorder, so that has a long, hard role to play in with being a little. Now, here's the thing. I am a little as a person, but my alters kick in and they're also littles, and they're two separate things because I do know in the dissociative identity community, your littles are not the same as someone who is into ABDL or age regression and they have littles. It's two separate things. Like, my alters are younger and little too, but me as a person, as the host, I like to live the lifestyle and be little.
Right.
Too.
So what you're saying, you have your little self yourself, and then your alters have their little self themselves. So it's kind of can come in and out.
Yeah, so they can come and play with her, and we were talking about that too in my last video about who's out now, who am I talking to? Are you okay? Can I talk to this person? You know, it's okay to ask people that have TID that question.
And I'm glad she said that because honestly, at first I thought it would. If I started asking that, it'd be a little like take it rudely.
No, it's not. It's actually a very healthy, normal question. People should ask people if your friends are dating somebody. Ask them whether it's every hour. It's actually a good thing because then you get to know the system and know all the alters.
Well, that's true. And I don't know any of them really. I've been good friends because I never really.
This helps.
It's different. It's
I got a copper fit on my foot. Daddy got me. It helps.
It's weird for me to know. Like I think I could hear a switch, but I'm not sure. So it's like
no, you hear it. It just some of my alters like to pretend to be me or mimic our voice. Because here's the thing. I was talking about this in another video. Check my playlist out on DID. We only have one voice box. Our voice box only goes so high or so low. So if Cassie sounds different compared to Emily and Emmeline, who are younger children, or Rose, who has a British accent, clearly that's a lot different. Now, our voice we have to share one body. So just like Rose dyed the human hair red, I'm stuck with this until my hairdresser fixes me and makes me pretty again. And it's a lesson learned, but she comes out and makes permanent decisions every 5 years. The last time I had red hair was 5 years ago, and it took almost 6 months to a year to slowly go back to blonde. And I was through the caps and the foils and blah, blah, blah. Long story short, having that, we share one voice box, so it's difficult to people like, oh, you're faking your disorder, you're faking your switching. No, my switching comes naturally because that's how my system works. And whether it's every 5 minutes or every 5 hours, once a day, I can't control a switch. A switch is going to happen whether it's a trigger warning. And I talked about this on my playlist. Check it out. It could be a smell, a taste, you. It could be my unicorn, the Barbie. I can't control it. It just happens like Barbara, my friend, I'm not going to say where I'm at, but she has a store. We hang out. I tied down my shirt today. She noticed. She's like, you're acting funny. Now, she knows about my DID, but she's also in her late 60s, so she's not equipped with the time of diagnoses.
Yeah.
So long story short, she's like, you're really having fun. Look at this. You're smiling, and you're having a good old time. My littles were out, and I was with other adults who are much older than me. I tied down a T-shirt. Actually, I can show everybody real quick.
I need to see it.
Hold on, guys. I tied down a shirt. I have to wash it tomorrow in a separate... thingy.
Oh, there you go.
With indigo. I use indigo and beet juice.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it was, I tie-dyed this shirt. It's in a separate baggie, and I'm going to wash it in a separate machine, and it's for the Blueberry Festival.
Oh,
so
cool.
It's blue and pink.
That's so cool.
So, yeah.
Indigo, that's what I use in my henna.
Yeah, indigo and beet juice.
That's what I use.
Organic, and it was so much fun to make, so... well, back to the category.
Yeah, back to
topic. Sorry, but check out my playlist for more videos and topics. That's all I got to say, because there's a lot of fun topics that are educational and fun that you guys will enjoy.
So I have one more question for you. So do you think now when Rose comes back out and says, "I want to dye your hair," can you ultimately have the decision over her?
It's difficult because if she's really in the front and really coming strong, I have no control. No, I don't. It's very depressing, aggravating, and hurtful because it's almost like not being possessed, but it's almost like someone's taking over and you have no control. And you can't communicate. Like we did go back and forth in my inner world, which is my head. I talk about your inner world and your outer exterior world. The outer exterior world is what you guys see now in front of us and what I'm wearing and my hair color. The inner world is what we view ourselves in our head and in our system. I guess we have another world. Kind of like
an inner world.
I don't want to bring up the video game Sims, but similarities. But yes, I don't control, no, and hey, if once every 5 years she screws up my hair, I guess that's not that bad.
Well, let's hope she starts like blonde.
Yeah, well, because she's a natural redhead, so there's a big difference between us. I don't have green or blue eyes and pale skin. I have a light olive complexion and I have light brown eyes. So but anyway,
I was just wondering because I was kind of curious, like if you ultimately wanted to have to say, could you? I mean, maybe with going to therapy, would you think that they could help? Maybe you control your alters more.
I have a decision because I'm a mental health client patient.
Yeah.
They've been parting me my whole life, so to get rid of them, it's like asking you to get rid of your friends and family.
No, I'm not saying
It's no, but I'm just telling you how it feels on our end. Like when I go through clothes. Oh, I'm gonna throw Cassie's clothes. I'm gonna throw Rose's clothes. I everyone in suitcases is because it feels like you're throwing a part of you out and you can't do it. I have donated and bought stuff and did a repertoire and did all that repeatedly.
I'm not saying get rid of them, but ultimately be able to work out a decision so it's your own, like dying hair. Can you say, Rose, I want to keep it blonde, and that's going to be the end of it?
I have for a while, but clearly, I guess every 5 years she kicked in. So it just took 5 years for her to kick in. But ultras can go into dormant also.
Oh, then that makes sense.
Yeah. So she was in dormant for a while, and when she came out, she's like very persistent and wanted to dye the hair red.
Oh my God! So again, 5 more years. Why you red? I'm like, Emma.
No, Rose, no. But anyway, so back to our lovely topic. I love being an adult baby. I love our community. I wish there was more out there. I have one friend who is just as much as into as I am, named Claire. She's a good friend, a subscriber. She goes to my school. She's the best. I have a healthy relationship. He accepts my littles, whether he likes it or not. Only he can tell, and he accepts it.
I think that's great for your situation right now.
Oh yeah, not many people do.
Because
it's hard dating being an adult baby.
And even though
you have no clue.
Because for a witch, believe me, a lot of people don't want to date a witch either. But unless you go in and you go amongst your own people online, which is fine, because that's what I am mostly. I'm 99% of the time witchy who I am, and then my little self will come out and I'll have fun to do things, But
thanks for the thumbs up, it helps me out.
But even as myself playing with Emma and her alters, I just like to do it because it's fun. It nurtures me. So that's what I mean. Like I don't have to, I can just come over here and play with you and have a good old time, And I like that. I like that about it because it's so calming and relaxing and innocent. Sometimes you just got to get away from that whole hard, cruel world going around you with all your issues and push it out and just be your innocent self for a while.
No, that's true. But I think also I've also done videos. Check out my playlist. I repeat myself, but please check out the playlist and check out my lives for other topics, interviews with other YouTubers. I talked about dark age play. Check that out on my lives. I could do a brief little talk for 5 minutes about dark age play. That has to do, now the word dark, everyone thinks it's so evil, like white, dark, black, brown, gray, pink, whatever. I can call it yellow age play, whatever. Now that just reminds me of Pete, but whatever. But dark age play is basically you as an adult consenting and being intimate, which is nothing wrong with it. There's nothing bad about it because you're still legally an adult. If you choose to be intimate with your partner wearing a nappy or being sexual in your little space, you're not hurting no one because you're still an adult legally. You're not hurting nobody or breaking any laws. Now, I do get where some people are like, oh, blah, blah, blah. It is a gray area, but at the end of the day, the key damn final word is you're still legally 18 plus, you're an adult. People crack down on our community, but nobody talks about other sexual kinks that people do in a bedroom. For example, the Catholic schoolgirl and the principal. That's been around since the fucking 50s. Why don't they make fun of that or talk about that? No, because once you involve diapers and younger things, people want to criticize and be judgmental and kink shame. Don't kink shame. There's nothing wrong with it. It's an individual base-to-base personality study for like she will not be sexual in her little space, and that's fine. She can be because she's still legally an adult.
Oh, it could be, but it's just my choice because I just feel like I said at the beginning of this video, I just feel like I'm becoming little to get away from all the adult all the adult things going on in my life. So that means everything. No bills, no responsibilities, no sex, no nothing. I'm just in my little and I'm playing around and having fun, and that's it right now.
And I get it. I told you there are times where why I talked about this, why I want to put myself away, but that's another topic in video. I'm not going to go there on here right now. But that part we get. My littles get that. My ultras, Emily and Emmeline, totally get that because they want to be no more apartment here, no more bills under the legal name, no responsibility. They just want to have the state be the payee. I don't get into that.
I see. So when you're
I
talking
get
about
that I get.
now when you're talking about that, I know they're coming out. But then, boy, it's like, how do you ever like?
Well, because you brought that little when you were like, oh no this, and you brought something for them to kick in.
Right, but my
like they're right now is
like,
holding the forefront. They can hear you, they can see you through my eyes, but you're talking between me and also the littles.
yeah, and
I'm
saying to you, as all of you, my thing is, it's like, how are you gonna ultimately make the decision about if whoever comes out, I don't know, it says, oh, we should go away and give up on this and give up on that, and you got all these other alters saying they want this, they want that. Ultimately, how do you make the decision as you to do what you want to do?
Communicating with your alters is very difficult. That involves a lot of PDT. I can't say it. BDT, CPT therapy, intense therapy with a psychiatrist and a therapist, which I am in. But one thing I'm okay and I'm learning, and my daddy doesn't like it, but he accepts it because he doesn't have a choice. I'm still an adult. If we go down that road and I put myself away in what's called an adult living, assisted living program, that's where I have to be for now. I can always go back up again, and because eventually they do want you to get your own apartment and be independent.
Right.
You know what? If that's where I crash and fall and they come out and take over, fuck it. Such is life. You know what? It is what it is. I'm not gonna fight it because obviously I need to be there for a reason.
I agree with that because there have been times that I was away. I was away for 3 months and I needed it. I had everybody taking care of my apartment, my cat, and also paying my landlord my money, sending it. I had it all set up. But I get what you're saying when you need that because of the mental health that I have. Sometimes you have to put yourself there to get better, and it could take 3 months. It could take a year. It could take whatever.
Some water.
I honestly agree with you there. If you feel like that's what you need, then there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I definitely think it's healthy. I think there's nothing wrong with it. I do think and believe that there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's a healthy thing. You want more or no?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's very healthy.
If it's coming
don't doubt yourself. If you have to put yourself away for any medical purposes or physical or spiritual or whatever, go ahead. There's nothing wrong with it because you can always come back out. And if you have supportive people on your team, you're fine.
I'm finding like when my dad passed away, when my mom passed away, my grandmother, all these years, up until recently, June 4th, my mom, like I had to go inpatient in the hospital to stay to get my medications corrected, and also my mind. I needed to be surrounded with people who knew how to deal with what I was going through, and then I was stable enough after 3 months to come back out and do what I gotta do. I'm not saying that it's healed, it's forgotten about, but it's just I'm able to live every day and take it one at a time. But if I hadn't gone into the hospital, I would be in much worse shape than I am now. So
I keep forgetting about my bottles, my sippy cups, and I got cold water right in my bottle. I'm forgetting about it. So I'm gonna pour that in here.
Okay.
No, I'm glad we're having this topic. I think other people can benefit and learn from our choices and our lifestyle. I think that's a beautiful thing what we're doing.
Yeah. Oh, you're taking the ice cubes out?
Yeah. I could put them in here, but maybe I should.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That way it stays cool.
Oh, the bottle's cold anyway.
Yeah. But it'll keep it colder longer, you know?
I'll show you guys my adult baby bottle.
Yeah.
I got it from rears.com. and I have videos on it. It's got baby animals, and it's an adult capacity, but it gives it the nostalgic of a baby bottle. It's like a 2-for-1. So I think it's worth getting.
So, what other topics do you want to talk about?
I think that was pretty good. I think we can go play now. I mean, you guys can still stay with us and play if you want. I don't know. I just, I think it was good. I think we talked and said what we had to say, and I think it was beneficial, and it was a good video. I think we helped a lot of people out. At least I hope so. And there's nothing wrong with being an adult baby. That's something I wanted to clarify. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not inappropriate. It's not a sick lifestyle. There's nothing wrong. It's a very healthy coping mechanism. And I wish people would stop fucking criticizing it and comparing it to fucking sex offenders, pedophiles, rapists.
They criticize everything.
You're still an adult at the end of the damn day. Whether you choose to act, dress, or behave, you're still legally an adult. Yeah. You can't change your legal age.
No. But what I'm saying is...
even if you look passable down the street, because there are some adults who look very young. Like some girls can pass off as they're underage, but legally by law, you're still an adult.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, you're right on that aspect. They do judge, but they judge also on witchcraft. They judge witches like myself. They, you're dark, you're evil, you're this, that. Automatically, God forbid if you're anything that society calls taboo.
Yeah.
Just be yourself and don't care what anybody thinks. I used to want to impress my family and my friends and be who I thought they wanted me to be, and walked on eggshells around my family because I wanted their love, and I didn't want, I guess, my real self couldn't show because they would be against it. Which I'm talking about is tattoos on my face, tattoos all over. I plan to cover my whole body. Dyed my hair black. I'm more of the gothic kind of punk rocker chick. And my family didn't like it and say you changed. Actually, I didn't change. I just revealed my real self. And if you don't like it, then you don't have to be a part of my life. You should love me for who I am. That's how I feel about that. So anybody should be and do anything they want. Stop trying to impress other people. Just be yourself. That's my point. Emma will be right back.
Huh?
I said you'll be right back.
Yeah, I gotta go pee. See, if I was wearing a nappy and wearing my diapies, I could just sit here and pee. Nobody would ever know. Mm-hmm. Well, you would know you see me in it, but if you like this video and you want more, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos like this one, because my lives lately have not been popping up to a lot of subscribers. So please click the bell notification icon and click all under the bell when you click subscribe, and then you'll get future updates and videos, whether it's my shorts, my lives, and please check out the playlist again. There's so much fun topics, and I worked hard separating 2,000 something videos. It was not easy, let me tell you. I had to go through each video and separate them and make them into categories. It was not easy. So I did that for all you guys, so you don't have to look through all the videos and find out which one is what, because I've been on here for 5 years. That's a long time.
She's got a lot of videos.
Yeah, but that's because I like to upload 3 times a week, because I like to live my life as an adult baby, whether I'm at the zoo, whether I'm with Daddy, whether I'm at a restaurant. That's me living my adult life every day. It's not just in my house or whatever. It's every day. That's why I do vlogs. I go to the park. I go to school, because I'm being my adult baby self 24/7. That's why I share. Like, a lot of YouTubers only do it in their house or only at the park. I live my life 24/7. So wherever I'm at, unless it's like I'm a caseworker or disability, or if it's like something government or something like really adultish that's personal, I won't film. But if I'm at my autistic school or at the park or on a field trip with Daddy or hanging out here at Becky, I'll film it and just to catch up with you guys. Like, enjoy the 4th of July parade. I filmed that too. Fireworks.
Oh, okay.
So talk to you guys later. Love you. Be true and be the best
Bye.
adult baby you can be.
Didn't hear me.